Hey guys, so today we are back with a review video. Thank you so much for joining me again. Do not forget to subscribe before we continue on to this video and like this video if you enjoy. So today I am here with a review video. Did I say that? I already said that. Stop it. So recently Kat Von D released a locket kind of collection, brushes, concealer, and setting powder. I was super excited for it. I have never used any of her foundations because I heard that they're a little bit too thick, and I'm not really into super thick, heavy coverage, but I did want to try the concealer and the setting powder. I tried it out, swatched it on my hand, and I was like, it's looking pretty good. So let's try it on the face. So I'm just going to break down a little bit about the products in terms of price and the claims, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut into my demo and first impressions, and then give you my final thoughts on these two products. Like I said, she did release 2 brushes or 3 brushes, I believe, the concealers and then the powders. I went ahead and picked up the powder and the concealer. This is the concealer and it retails for $31, which was the price of her other concealers. She did have concealers already. The packaging, I love it. It's your standard tube with a nice doe foot applicator. I love when concealers come like that. It's so convenient. This one has like a teardrop and it's a little bit flexible. It's really nice to get a precise shape if you want to do like a triangle shape or whatnot. So I love the doe foot applicator. She really did splurge on it, and the packaging just feels very high end, very high quality. The stopper on this is perfect because you don't get this part of your wand all gunked up with product. It really preserves everything inside the bottle. So I love that. So the concealer, it's supposed to be a very high coverage concealer, but moisturizing or hydrating, non-drying under the eyes, and crease resistant. So those are the claims on this concealer right over here. I picked up mine in M27 Warm, and I think the shade is pretty good. And now the powder. This powder retails for $38, which again, I thought is amazing price point. Laura Mercier retails for over $40. You do get more amount in that product, so just keep that in mind. But I thought for a high-end setting powder, that was really good price point. There is 19 grams or 0.67 ounces of product in here. Packaging, I like it. Nothing too crazy and special. You can see the product on the outer casing, and then you have your Kat Von D logo right up here, and then just some information. Okay, and then the setting powder, it's supposed to be translucent, so really great for all kind of skin tones, and it's supposed to lock everything in place. It doesn't just say it's for your concealer, but for all over the face to set all your makeup and make it last longer. I will go ahead and cut to my demo, and then I will return. All right, guys, let's give this one a go. So I have my Locket concealer in shade Warm M27. I love the bottle. Look at this, very Kat Von D. It looks like you get a lot of product in this, but let's go ahead and check it out. And I actually like the stopper in this product. It doesn't pull like a bunch of product on the wand. And look at this applicator. My birds need to shut up, like now. I heard it's super full coverage, so I'm gonna apply a little, okay, of it right here. Bring it closer to the nose. Initially when I put it on, it doesn't feel super thick. So that's a good thing. It does look like it's going to be full coverage for sure, because it is quite pigmented. Do you guys see how pigmented that is? And I think the shade that I selected is pretty on the light side, like very highlighting kind of shade. But I'm not going to do this side of my face right now because I don't know if this is going to set very fast and you have to work with it fast. So I'm just going to do the under eye area and go ahead and set it. Oh. Wow. It's blending out really nicely. Look at that. Oh my gosh, okay. So it is full coverage, but it doesn't look heavy under my eyes at all. Like, it's blending out so nicely. Oh my gosh, okay. I see you, Kat Von D, I see you. Oh my gosh. I really like the way it's blending out. It's like staying in place. Like, I don't need to be worried about not smudging it with the beauty blender. It's actually just staying in place. And it's blended out so nicely. Look at this. There's no difference between my foundation and the concealer. It transitions so beautifully. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the setting powder. So I am excited for this one. When I swatched it, it looked beautiful at Sephora. So I'm excited, and I hope it doesn't give me no white cast or anything like that. Let's go ahead. Oh, the sifter's nice. You don't get too much product. You get just enough. So I like that it doesn't get all messy and gunky here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that with my damp beauty blender as I would any other powder. Press that in. I really push that product in. I just want to set it and I'm not baking with it. Ooh. Okay. I like it. A little bit more right here. Wow, okay. I really like the way it looks. I always apply a little bit of powder where my pores are to see if it will kind of hide them, and I don't feel like it hid them that much. Like, I still see like my pores, but it is a brightening powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set the other side so it doesn't crease on me. Still looks pretty good. Really wanna work in that powder. This is what helps prevent any like white cast, I find, for me, when I really work that powder in with a damp beauty blender and push it into the skin. There we go. Wow, okay, let's talk about this. Initially when I look at it, I really like how smooth my under eye area looks. Not as hydrating as like if I was to use my MAC CC powder. I do see just a tiny bit of dryness right under my lash line, but that's because I'm like really close to the mirror. But if I'm looking at myself at this mirror that I have over here, it looks really good. It is a brightening powder. As you guys can see, it looks brighter right under my eye area, but not overly yellow or like with a white cast. It's like that perfect shade. Even though this powder, when I swatched it, I did see these tiny little light reflecting powder properties in there. I don't see it under my eyes. It's not going to like, you're not going to be able to see those little sparkles like if you were to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This one does look more on the matte side, but it's still brightening. So I like it. I really like it. Do you guys see that? So that was my initial impression of these two products. After using it for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the concealer. So this concealer is definitely full coverage, okay? I don't find it's drying or heavy under the eyes at all. It's pretty comfortable. The only thing I will say is that it will crease slightly on me. It's not super crease resistant like they say. If you don't set it with a powder, it will crease a little bit. So even though it's super full coverage, it doesn't dry down to a complete matte where you really don't need powder. You still need powder with this concealer. And I do like it under the eyes again because it's not super drying or anything like that. It blends so nicely, this concealer. That's why I say it's full coverage, but it doesn't look heavy under the eyes because it blends really well into the skin. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the skin. It really meshes well with the skin. So I do like this concealer. If you love full coverage concealer, but without looking cakey under the eyes, you will probably really like this concealer. Only thing is, it definitely does crease and you will have to set it with a powder. Once you set it with a powder, it lasts pretty well. Now onto the setting powder. I was super excited for this one because when I swatched it, it looked like Laura Mercier translucent powder and secret brightening powder came together and had a beautiful baby, and it was in this little jar. It is yellow based and it had these kind of tiny little light reflecting properties, and it was so smooth when I swatched it. I was like, I need this in my life. Now, after using it for a couple of weeks now, I like it, but I don't love it. Okay, let me explain. I do like the way it sets my makeup. It does hold things in place for sure. But if you're my skin tone and darker, you really have to be careful, or it slightly leaves a cast under the eyes, just slightly. Okay, if you do use a lot of the powder, that cast will become a little bit more obvious. With the translucent, I really don't have that issue on my skin tone. With this one, I have to be careful on the amount that I'm putting on my face, or it just looks off. You know what I mean? So it's not completely translucent. It's still going to leave a little bit of a color or a undertone to your makeup. So that's the downfall. I love the powder because it's very soft and finely milled. It doesn't feel cakey on the face or like I'm wearing powder. So that is a beautiful, beautiful plus. It's just, it's not completely translucent. That's the only thing. And I really wish that she came out with powders like this in different shades, maybe like a medium dark, you know, and a light. Oh, that would be amazing, because yeah, you have to be careful if you are deeper skin tone. So guys, overall, I think these two products are really great quality products. I love the packaging and I love the results that you get from it, but there are a little bit of cons there that I did share with you guys. So just keep those in mind before you go ahead and purchase them. I really do like the products, but I wasn't completely wowed by the products. I still grab like my MAC CC powder over this powder, but it's still a good powder. It's just not my favorite. It's not, I'm not loving it. Okay, so yeah, that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new and cool today. If you have tried these products out, definitely leave your comment down below and let me know your experience, your skin tone, your skin type, and also what do you want me to review next. Okay, so thank you so much for watching and joining me on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, hit that likes button and share this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Ciao.